I'm staring at the same problem I've been staring at for months, and I keep telling myself I'm close. I'm close to figuring it out, close to the answer, close to the breakthrough. But the truth is, I'm not close. I'm circling. I've been circling the same thought, the same approach, the same dead end, convincing myself that this time it'll be different.
Why is this so hard?
It won't be.
I have to keep
Because I
going.
keep doing the exact same thing. I tell myself I'm working hard. I am working hard. But hard doesn't mean right. And I think I've known that for a while now. I just didn't want to admit it. Because admitting it means I wasted time. Admitting it means I was wrong. And I hate being wrong. So I keep pushing. Harder. Longer. Same direction. Same method. Same me. Expecting something to change.
Yes,
But
finally.
nothing changes. And every night, I lie there thinking about all the people who figured it out, the ones who had their breakthrough. And I wonder what they had that I don't. Talent, maybe? Luck, probably.
This is taking
The
forever.
right
Come on,
connections,
just work.
the right moment,
Yes,
the
finally.
right circumstances. I tell myself that's why they succeeded. Because if it's about circumstances, then it's not about me. If it's about luck, I can keep trying and maybe one day it'll be my turn. But deep down, I know that's not it. Deep down, I know there's something else. Something I'm not seeing, or something I'm refusing to see. And that thought terrifies me. Because if the problem isn't external, if it's not about timing or luck or resources, then it's about me. And I don't know how to change me. I've tried. I've read the books, watched the videos, listened to the podcasts. I know what I'm supposed to do. Work harder, stay consistent, believe in myself. But I am doing those things, and I'm still here.
I look tired.
Still
Maybe
stuck.
it's time for a change.
Still circling. So what am I missing?
I don't like what I see.
I started paying attention to
can't
my
I just
thoughts
change?
recently. Not in a meditation way, just listening. And I noticed something. Every time I sit down to work, there's this voice.
taking forever.
Not a
Come
loud
on, just
voice,
work.
a quiet
Yes,
one.
Finally.
It sounds like reason. It sounds like me. It says things like, let's try the safe approach first. Let's wait until we have more information. Let's prepare a little more. And those sound reasonable. They sound smart. But then I realized I've been preparing for 6 months. I've been gathering information for a year. I've been choosing the safe approach my entire life, and none of it has led to a breakthrough. So whose voice is this really? Is it wisdom? Or is it fear dressed up as wisdom? Is it caution? Or is comfort pretending to be strategy? I think about the breakthroughs I've read about. Einstein didn't discover relativity by preparing more. He asked a question no one else was asking. Picasso didn't revolutionize art by perfecting the old techniques. He broke them. Every real breakthrough I can think of came from someone willing to do the thing that felt wrong, the thing that felt risky, the thing that felt too soon. And I've never done that thing. Not once. Because every time I get close, the voice shows up, and it sounds so convincing. It sounds like me protecting myself, but maybe it's not protection. Maybe it's a cage.
Come on, just work.
I remember this one
Yes,
moment.
Finally.
It was late. I was exhausted. Too tired to think properly. Too tired to plan or strategize or prepare. And in that exhaustion, I just did something. I sent the message I'd been editing for weeks. I published the thing I thought wasn't ready. I made the decision I'd been avoiding. And nothing bad happened. Actually, something good happened. Not perfect, not a miracle, but movement. Real movement. For the first time in months, I wasn't circling. I was moving forward. And I realized something. The
I don't like what
breakthrough
I
wasn't in
see.
the outcome.
Why
It was
can't I
in the
just
decision
change?
to stop listening to that voice. The voice that sounds like reason, but tastes like fear. The voice that sounds like me, but isn't really me. It's the version of me that's terrified of failing, terrified of looking stupid, terrified of being seen trying and not succeeding. And that voice has been running my life, disguised as logic, disguised as strategy, disguised as self-awareness, but it's just fear, and I've been obeying it. 3 months ago, I would have stopped here. I would have heard that realization and done nothing with it, because the old voice would have said, "Okay, but you still need a plan. You still need to be smart about this. You can't just act recklessly." And I would have agreed. I would have gone back to preparing, back to circling. But something's different now. Not fixed, not confident, just different. Because now when that voice shows up, I hear it differently. It still sounds like reason, but I know what it really is. And that changes everything. Now when it says, "Wait until you're ready," I ask, ready for what? Ready according to who? And most of the time, there's no good answer, just fear, just the same old pattern. So I do the thing anyway. Not perfectly, not confidently, but I do it. And every time I do, the voice gets a little quieter, and I get a little closer to the person I'm supposed to be. Not the person who has it all figured out, but the person who's willing to move forward without having it all figured out. That's the secret, I think. Every great breakthrough I've ever admired didn't come from someone who was ready. It came from someone who moved anyway. Someone who heard the voice that said, "Not yet," and said, "Watch me." Someone who chose to risk looking stupid over staying stuck. And I'm starting to understand that now. Not because I'm brave, but because I'm tired of circling. Tired of preparing for a life I never start living. Tired of listening to a voice that isn't even mine. It's fear's voice, and I've given it too much power. So here's what I'm sitting with now. The breakthrough isn't out there. It's not in the right method or the right moment. It's in the choice to stop letting fear narrate my life, to stop mistaking caution for wisdom, to stop preparing and start doing, even when I'm not ready, especially when I'm not ready, because that's when it matters most. I'm still figuring this out. The voice hasn't disappeared. It still shows up every single day, still sounds reasonable, still sounds like me. But now, I know what it really
Why
is.
is this so hard?
And that
I have to
makes
keep
all the
going.
difference. So I'll ask you this. What voice are you listening to right now? The one that moves you forward, or the one that keeps you circling? Because one of them sounds like wisdom, and the other one just sounds like fear. And only you know which is which.